Who likes sweet tobacco? I do. What's good? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, YouTube. Right, today I'm going to talk to you about a fragrance, another fragrance from the house of Montale. Personally, myself, I love Montale and Mancera fragrances. I think they are great. The projection on them, most of them are beast mode. The lasting power, outstanding. They've got such a variety of different fragrances in their collection or in their arsenal. I think there's a little something for everyone. And I own a few Montales and Manceras and I love them all. All the ones that I've bought, I've not got rid of one of them. I love them. And I know some people think they're a sort of gateway to the niche world, but yeah and no. Because I've had mine, or some of them, for a good couple of years. And I ain't just left them sitting there on the shelf. I'm using them bad boys because I think they're great. And like I say, some of them really do make a statement. They really do. And the one that I'm going to talk to you today about is called Ood Tobacco. I apologise that I don't have the box. I do have pouches. I've got a pouch up there. But I'm sure if you're watching this, you already know about the pouches. Right. I will show you the atomizer. Then I'm going to read you the notes. Then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the fragrance. So the atomizer. It's not bad. It ain't a wide distribution. It's more of a fine distribution. It ain't bad and it ain't the best. The new Mancera bottles have pressurized atomizers with a magnetic cap, and a lot of people in the fragrance community love a magnetic cap. Well, I do anyway. I think they're great. Just to drop it and hear that click, it's heaven. But anyway, let me read you the notes and then I'm gonna, man, it is so good. That is so good. Right, just 1 second, let me read you the notes. At the top you got sumac, citruses and cumin, agar wood, oud, orange blossom and incense in the mid, and then in the base you've got tobacco, tonka bean, and it says more agar wood. Right, this isn't an ashy tobacco, not at all. Straight away when you spray it, I'm just going to give you a heads up as well, it is strong, not pungent strong, it is just a bit dense, and I wouldn't overspray with this, but we'll get to that. To me, you get the tobacco, but it's, to my nose, it's more like a bit of a cherry tobacco, not an ashy tobacco, a bit of a cherry tobacco. The citruses are there, but they're just in the background, just giving it a little bit, and I mean a little bit of freshness, sort of playing with that tobacco. The oud in there is not a pungent, skanky oud. That's in the background. You can pick that up, but it's not heavy. It's just there. It's in the background waving, but it ain't forgotten about. And then the sumac, I believe, comes off a plant, and they look like, or the buds look like little red berries, so to speak. And I think, I don't know how they're used in fragrances, but I think they can come across a little, like the aroma that they give might come across a little bit lemony, a tad tart, not too tart or bitter, but just a little bit tart. So maybe that's playing with the citrus up top with the tobacco. Cumin, I don't really get any cumin unless I'm missing it. I don't get hardly no cumin in this at all. Once it starts to settle down a little bit, that tobacco turns into a nice sort of smooth, juicy tobacco, and you've got the incense in there. and it's giving it that little bit of a Middle Eastern vibe. Not a lot, but a little bit. And once that starts to settle down, that sort of cherry tobacco sort of dissipates, and then you're left with that juicy pipe tobacco, so to speak. And then the oud is still in there in the background, just lingering. It ain't gone, it ain't been forgotten, but you can just detect it. Like I say, it ain't up front. You can just, or to my nose, I can pick it up, but it's there in the background. It really is. This is more about tobacco, but like I say again, it's not a pungent, ashy tobacco. It's just a bit sweet, a little bit creamy, a bit cherryish, smooth. It's so good. It really is so good. This is such a stunner of a fragrance. I mean, for tobacco lovers, this is, to me, this is a different take on tobacco. And I think they've done a great job with it. I believe this come out maybe in late 2019, early 2020, so it's been around for a couple of years now. And I just love it. This thing in the cold weather pushes, and I mean pushes. Let's just talk for a second about projection. For the first 2 to 3 hours, easily, great projection. I mean, past arm's length, easy. If you overspray this, I believe that you would fill up a room. I really do. It is, like I say, it's not pungent, it's just strong, a bit dense. So anyway, easily 2 to 3 hours, massive projection. Then it probably rains in to arm's length, so you've still got a massive scent cloud around you. Then that lasts for easily another couple of hours, and then it rains in a bit more, about the 5 to 6 hour mark, still radiating off your skin, easily still a foot or two. And then round about the 8 to 9 hour mark, it goes to a skin scent, but not a complete skin scent. It's still radiating, it's still trickling off your skin. You can still detect it. If you don't own this and you haven't sampled this yet, and you do want to sample this, just put one spray of it on your hand and leave it there all day, and you will get wafts of that all day long. Easy. If you spray your clothes with this, it's going to last days, probably a week, easy, if you don't wash that garment. It's just such a strong fragrance, but like I say, it's not pungent, it's just a strong fragrance. This thing, to me, is definitely worth the money. I paid £95 for this, I believe, when I picked it up. I don't know what the going rate for it is now, but these 100ml cans. People think because they come in cans that obviously they're lighter because glass is heavier. We all know that. And because you can't see the juice, some people I've seen in the past think that the cans are half full. They're not. Tins are very light material. You got to think the juice is heavier than the can, and all you're feeling when you're shaking it about is the juice. Trust me, people, you're not getting scammed. The juice is in the can. You're getting it all. It's just it feels a bit different because a lot of people are used to glass bottles. But my final verdict on this, it's a great fragrance. I'm happy to have this in my collection. I really am. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I have a good few Montales and Manceras, and each and every one of them I've kept. I haven't sold any on. I ain't swapped any. Each one that I've bought, I've loved. And I still use them to this day. Yes, there's obviously, when you've got a collection with loads of fragrances in, it's hard to get through a bottle, or it would take you a while to get through a bottle. But I'm telling you, people, I always use my Manceras and Montales. I love them to this day. There's not one that I regret buying. But anyway, people, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about Ood Tobacco today. I appreciate your time for watching. Remember, smelling good is always a pleasure and never a chore. I just want to say it once again, thank you to the people that are watching this video. And if you ain't tried this, I'm telling you people, if you love tobacco, bit of sweetness in there, I think you're going to love this. I'll see you on the next one.